Aquaman! Aquaman!
The fisherman watches Aquaman stand over the dead body of his fallen comrade, a look of pure terror implanted on his face. Aquaman dramatically looks at the fisherman. He screams, a cloud of yellow forming around his waist. Aqua swims over to the villain, grabs his fishing rod away from him and knocks him to the ground, and throws the rod back at him.
Tie yourself up.
Aquaman struts down the streets of New Venice, looking around quickly. A pair of pearl-white dolphin skeletons float towards him. Along the city skyline is King Shark.
Tuna-free dolphin.
Aquaman's eyes narrow. Outside an apartment complex, the fat cop, the skinny cop, and the bored clerk look ahead at the large hole in the wall.
Bloody hell. Aquaman did this? Are you sure?
The bored clerk snaps his chewing gum. Yep. From over the horizon, an object comes flying into view. King Shark slams into the street, leaving a trail of torn-up concrete behind him. He smiles and jumps up from the ground.
King Shark is ready!
Aquaman lands a few feet away from him. The two clash. King Shark throws a punch and Aquaman grabs it, delivering his own punch to the shark's chest. His skin ripples unaffected. King Shark smiles.
98% cartilage, bitch.
The villain reaches a fishy claw out and grabs Aquaman's beard.
Got your beard! No, not the beard!
King Shark forces Aquaman's face down into the street, a ripple of cracks forming around the impact. He then proceeds to do it over and over again, pulling Aquaman's head from the crater just to slam it back down again. The crack in the ground becomes larger and larger with each repeated blow. Aquaman rests in the center of the crater, still. King Shark presses down on the back of his head.
Who's the king, bitch?
Lightning fast, Aquaman's fuck you hand reaches out and grabs King Shark's ankle. The warrior pulls down with a mighty force, dropping both of them through the street into the subway tube below. Subway rails made of electric eels line the bottom of the tube. King Shark floats down to the rails. His gold bracelets land on the eels. Electricity sparks and flows into him. Aquaman comes down on top, preparing a punch. King Shark pulls his electrified fist from the rails and lands a shocking blow against the fighter's chin.
King Shark, punch!
A large crustacean of some sort comes down the darkened subway tunnel, pulling a large number of train cars behind him.
Chugga chugga chugga, chugga chugga chugga, chugga chugga chugga, chug chug chug.
The crustacean sees King Shark and Aquaman fighting like a set of Rock'em Sock'em robots before him.
Oh shit! Chug chug chug.
The train explodes up through the streets, crashing loudly through the concrete, creating a large hole in the sidewalk. It crashes into one of the buildings, violently smashing through the wall. The building shakes, cracks, and topples over. Its top tower breaks off and falls, resting against the building across the street. The broken tower hangs precariously over the avenue. Terrified people flee in every direction. Aquaman is thrown up through the hole. His body smashes into the tower hanging overhead. The impact jostles loose, and the tower begins to fall. King Shark jumps from the hole and looks around. The tower crashes to the ground directly behind him. He looks over his shoulder, distracted at the billowing cloud of dust exploding behind him.
What the lobster shit?
King Shark looks up just to receive a mighty bitch slap to the side of his face, knocking him down. Aquaman stands above him, cracking his mechanical knuckles. King Shark spins his legs and body around in the breakdance move commonly referred to as the helicopter. Aquaman can only watch in confusion as King Shark spins on his head.
King Shark is also the king of breakdancing!
He starts breakdance fighting. Aqua is kicked twice in the face before King Shark slides along the ground between his legs and does another helicopter spin, sweeping Aquaman's legs out from under him. He falls roughly to the ground. He pulls himself back up, strutting angrily towards his opponent. King Shark screw spins on his head. Aqua rushes over and punches him straight in the dick and balls. King Shark stops dancing and grabs his bruised package, swimming off weakly.
King Shark!
The shark swims up to the city's now broken skyline, gaining more speed as he goes. Aquaman rockets off after him. He slams King Shark in the back with both fists. King Shark uses the blow to his advantage. He circles back up, the soles of his webbed feet pointed upwards.
Key, Zargrot!
both feet land in Aquaman's face. The hero is knocked backwards into a building. Inside an empty apartment, an emo Atlantean stands on a stage reading some original poetry.
I'm full of pain and suffering and sour cream, but mostly pain and suffering and maybe some Tabasco sauce. The Tabasco sauce symbolizes my burning rage at society who rejects my uniqueness.
The wall explodes inward. King Shark is tossed into the room. He spins around and, on his way towards the floor, bites the emo kid's head off. He growls, chewing, and spits the skull back out. Outside the apartment, Aquaman swims. The skull cruises through the water and shatters in Aqua's face.
Ah! Fuck!
King Shark flies out of the building, slamming into Aquaman. They grab each other's arms, each pushing against the other. They begin spinning around quickly. As they spin through New Venice, a water cyclone forms around them. Aquaman lets go first, throwing King Shark across the city. He smashes straight through one building, entering one side and flying through the other. The monster collides with another surface scraper, this time stopping upon impact. The force of the blow splits the building in half at the midsection. King Shark swims up through the wreckage, gritting his teeth. Aquaman rockets towards him. King Shark picks up the upper half of the broken building. He swings it at the oncoming Aquaman. Aqua is struck. He is thrown back over the city. On a street corner somewhere, a group of Atlanteans gather around a damaged storefront, torn up from the rampage today. They stand upon platforms and hammer down boards, ready to begin again. Aquaman smashes into the ground, decimating the entire area, killing everybody. After the dust fades, Aqua sits in the center of a black crater, dazed. King Shark swims above him, circling.
You're such a bitch. I should fucking kick your fucking ass. It's fucking distracting. Unfucking believable. Think for one fucking second and then shut the fuck up. What did you think you were doing?
I was fighting crime.
Oh, good! Was it good? Because it's fucking useless now, isn't it? What don't you fucking understand? You and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass. All I did was bite your hand off. Hand?
The mention of the word causes Aquaman's insanity to return. He jumps up and uppercuts King Shark in the gut. The shark coughs, retches, and vomits up Aquaman's original hand. He glares at the severed appendage, and then at his new mechanical hand. King Shark, who holds his stomach, sickened.
Oh man, those orphans aren't agreeing with me. Oh, it's coming up!
Aquaman jumps through the water, spinning into a ball before rolling out into a flying kick that lands right in King Shark's gut. He begins to cough and gag before vomiting up a crushed, partially digested, canary yellow 1977 Volkswagen Beetle. The enemy leans against a nearby building, holding a claw to his lower abdomen, obviously in a great deal of gastrointestinal pain.
Listen, man, time out.
Aquaman sends another ass-booting kick directly into King Shark's stomach area. The villain chokes, gags, and proceeds to vomit up a complete 17th century suit of medieval armor. Aquaman stares at the pile of armor, confused, as King Shark continues to retch.
Don't touch that. I might want to eat it again later.
Aquaman expresses his disgust by slamming his giant hand into King Shark's abdomen once again. The fish flies upwards, passing the wrecked buildings, gagging continuously. From out of his bottomless gullet emerges a tattered suit, a name tag reading Hoffa attached to it. Aquaman swims up towards him. He delivers both fists to the shark's nose. The impact sends him flying far, far away. Above the waves is a large oil drilling platform. A long umbilical pipe extends down from the rig into the ocean. King Shark sails through the waves, colliding with the pipe, breaking it. Black oil spills into the water. He doubles over, floating in place, still coughing. Aquaman immediately catches up. He raises his fist, ready to strike, when the beaten enemy raises a held-out hand.
Wait. Just give me a minute.
He coughs again, this time vomiting up an ornately carved golden box. The object floats down through the water, sinking into the depths, forgotten. King Shark stands upright again.
Okay, I'm done now. Let's go.
Aquaman pummels King Shark in the mouth, knocking loose every one of the shark's teeth. The monster turns to him and smiles, a new row of chompers sliding into place. Aquaman is undeterred. He punches King Shark in the jaws again, scattering even more teeth. It is unfelt as another row immediately rolls back into place. The Aquaman slams both fists into King Shark's face, constantly knocking out row after row of large triangular incisors, only to have more replace them. He savagely beats the beast, leaving him bloody, bruised, and finally weakened. Aquaman grabs the limp King Shark by the gills and stares him in the eyes. More oil spills from the pipe behind them.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yeah, King Shark.
Enraged, Aquaman rears back his mighty hand. The oversized fingers slam into King Shark, sending him flying backwards into the broken oil pipe.
King Shark!
The pure badassness of the action causes it to explode, the thick black liquid igniting upon impact with the scaly fishman. The blaze follows up the pipe. At the ocean's surface, the fire explodes up through the rig, flames spraying from the top of it. The entire island then goes up in a glorious fireball.